Hi, I'm Tyler Dunne here with Tom Silverstein at Lucas Oil Stadium for the NFL Scouting Combine, and things are starting to wind down a little bit here, Tom, but we've had a chance to talk to a lot of prospects. Who are a couple guys that you had a chance to talk to that could be of interest to Green Bay?
Yeah, I think one guy that has a lot of interest, a lot of question marks, is Rasheed Hageman, defensive lineman from Minnesota. Most people agree that that guy is a beast, physically. There's some question about, how much effort he gives, but he gave some good explanations about that, saying that, he was new to the position and reading too much and not reacting enough. I thought that was kind of interesting. Will Sutton, a big guy from ASU, another guy with question marks about his effort level, said he talked to the Packers and, they told him they'd like him to stay up at a big weight. Said he was a little bit sluggish at that weight. So, kind of interesting, two guys that mentioned that. What about you? Some guys too.
And at first, it's interesting. Mike McCarthy made it clear that they're not getting smaller on the defensive line. If anything, you want to get bigger, faster, stronger. Those two players you mentioned would kind of fit that bill, right?
Right, definitely.
And, I guess I talked to some outside linebackers today, and they're still kind of trying to find that long-term answer opposite Clay Matthews. I think they'd love for it to be Nick Perry, but hasn't stayed healthy. They still don't really know if he's the answer. Marcus Smith out of Louisville had a ton of sacks, and Kyle Van Noy out of BYU. Those could be second, third-round options for Green Bay, and they're a little different because they're linebackers who played linebacker in college.
Right.
I mean, they're not 4-3 defensive ends, so they would have to transition to linebacker. And Marcus Smith's a guy who played quarterback. And then Teddy Bridgewater comes in, he moves over to the defensive side of the ball. So one interesting kind of nugget on him, too, is in high school, they ran the spread, they ran the options. He said that really helped him defend the option. He knew when the quarterback was going to hand the ball off, when the quarterback was going to keep it, and he could read tendencies with offensive tackles. A ton of sacks, a ton of production in college.
Maybe he could tackle Colin Kaepernick.
They still need an answer for that, don't they?
Yeah, no. You were at the press conference with Michael Sam briefly. What was that like? What was your impression of it?
Boy, it was pretty interesting. I mean, we were there for Manti Te'o last year, and that was quite the circus. I mean, you saw reporters kind of jumping over each other to get to the podium on that one. Same thing here, and Michael Sam was calm, he was poised, fielded a ton of questions about his sexuality, about potential distractions in the locker room, how it would affect him, and I thought he handled everything really well. It just kind of remains to be seen if this is going to be like the Te'o story and it kind of fades away and we don't really hear about this nationally, or if this is something that will keep coming up. I don't think anybody really knows how it will affect the locker room, how it will affect the team yet, because it's so unprecedented. Nobody knows yet. Could he be an option in Green Bay, you think?
Maybe a little undersized. They do like taller outside linebackers. So we'll see. Tomorrow, Sunday, is the defensive backs, and that'll be a big one with a lot of safeties the Packers will be looking at. So we'll have updates on that tomorrow on the blog.
All right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.